Alright guys, well I'm going to show you how to install a new Moen lab faucet. Let's get to it. I have everything disconnected under the sink. And obviously you gotta take the old one off. And we're gonna install the new pop-up assembly. So you'll know how to install a pop-up assembly and install a new faucet. So first we're gonna take the two bolts that come with the faucet and they connect to these brass nipples right here. So we're gonna put the faucet in. Put your two screws up here. Alright, now that we got the nuts in, we are gonna connect the supply lines. We're going to connect these ones up top. After you put the supply lines on, you have to tighten them up. Sometimes you can get a wrench up there, but most of the time when we're working out in the field, some of these lav sinks are really tight in the back. So we use what's called a basin wrench, and it's pretty much just a wrench head on top, but it swivels back and forth for loosening and tightening. So we are going to tighten these up using the basin wrench. Alright, so now we're going to take our ends and put them and butt them up to the top of the stops right here. And I know you may be thinking, these stops are extremely corroded. They don't want to change the stops, they want to leave everything as it is. Alright. So cold on the right side. Left is the hot. Faucet is connected. Everything below is connected. Now we're going to move on to the pop-up assembly, and then we're going to reconnect the waste to the pop-up assembly. So as you see, they have this elbow from the P-trap still on. Obviously, I'm not going to put a new P-trap on and use the old elbow from it. It's going to be all new. So I'm going to cut this off. Maybe in your situation you don't have to, but we are going to cut this one off. Oh, that is lovely. Look at that. All right, so we are going to cut this guy off. How old as this PVC is, I'm sure it's going to snap in my face. Oh, isn't she lovely? Assembly ready. So here she is. These pop-ups do come with a silicone seal for the top of the sink. But if you're a plumber, you know these sons of a gun like to leak. So we're not going to use that. We're actually going to be using some putty. So get you some putty, and we're going to put this pop-up assembly up. Alright, so now we're going to loosen the pop-up, take the nut off. Take this crappy gasket off. This thing's a piece of junk. And we are going to take our putty to a very thin noodle, kind of. And we are going to put the putty on the edge of the rim underneath the pop-up assembly. Go all the way around, cut it off, as you can see, and we're going to pat it down all the way around. Just like so, with your thumb, or thumbs. Now that is ready to go. Now we're going to put this into here and drop it in. One mistake. If you are using a plastic pop-up assembly, and it comes with a nut like this, do not crank on this thing, okay? This thing will split. So what we usually do, because these like to leak, I will put pipe dope on here and just smear it in there. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to seal up the threads for you. just like so. So we are going to paint a picture onto these threads, because that's how we get stuff done. Just like so, for the plastic ones at least. The other ones, the metal ones don't have as, I don't know, it's just weird. The metal ones work fine, okay? All right, so now we need to get the P-trap on. And what we're gonna do is glue this on first. But we need to get our measurement for here, which I already did. You're gonna measure from the bottom of the hub up to about 1 inch on the pop-up. Then you're gonna need a male adapter. Comes like this, PVC male adapter, fits 1.5 inches to 1.25 inches. I'm gonna glue that together. So now we are gonna take this guy off, glue it into the other side of the P-trap. Okay, like so. Putting it in. Now you're gonna put the nut and the washer, nut first, then washer, onto the pop-up assembly, just like that. Take this guy off and glue it on. Make sure it's level when you glue it on with the PVC. So once you make sure the elbow is level, I usually take some pipe dope and pipe dope the threads, because these guys, for some reason, no matter how hard you tighten it, eventually it's gonna leak. We're gonna put the P-trap on, hand tight, tighten the nut up top. The bottom one, I like to use an oil wrench, because it gets around it perfectly. And once you tighten that, you're good. All right, so now we got the faucet in, the waste underneath, the supply lines. Now we need to put the stopper in. We're going to take our stopper. This one, unfortunately, is the ones I hate. So we're going to put this in like so. And now we have the pop-up in. That's that. But we are all set here for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.